Go with the flow, God got the perfect plan. Miran W. Malik. When you are grateful, when you can see what you have, you unlock blessings to flow in your life. Susie Orman. Go with the flow. Force nothing. Let it happen, to trust that whichever way it goes, it's for the best. Mandy Hale. I live my life on self-belief, and I live it partly on going with the flow. Melanie Brown. Everything is temporary. Emotions, thoughts, people, and scenery. Do not become attached. Just flow with it. Anonymous. Let it come. Let it go. Let it flow. Anonymous. The more you go with the flow of life and surrender the outcome to God, and the less you seek constant clarity, the more you will find that fabulous things starting to show up in your life. Mandy Hale. If you decide to just go with the flow, you'll end up where the flow goes, which is usually downhill, often leading to a big pile of sludge and a life of unhappiness. You'll end up doing what everyone else is doing. Sean Covey. Water flows because it's willing. Marty Rubin. Be still like a mountain and flow like a great river. Lao Tzu. Don't rush anything. Take things slowly, the best things come with time. Just go with the flow of things, don't worry. Anonymous. Unleash your creative energy and let it flow. Relish the possibilities. Nita Leland. The idea is that flowing water never goes stale, so just keep on flowing. Bruce Lee. Life is a flow of love. Harbhajan Singh Yogi. Surrender to the flow. Mike Gordon. Being in the flow means being aware that the river of life is flowing to us at every moment. Being in the flow means accepting whatever comes and putting it to good use, before passing it on. Going with the flow means allowing whatever comes to move on freely, without holding on in any way. Anonymous. You must let life flow naturally, for life's secret is patience. You must stop pushing for change and allow things to unfold. Leon Brown. Keep your thoughts positive and flow with life. Anonymous. I'm not worried. I'm just so grateful to be in the position that I'm in. I'm just going with the flow right now, and I think my album will come together quite nicely because I think everybody is on the same page. Carrie Underwood. Isn't it so weird the day you wake up and you're just going with the flow? And you just suddenly are a mom. Katherine Heigl. You're thinking too much, just let it flow. E. Paliasak. To flow in love is mystical. Dr. Deborah Rebel. My main goal in life is to just be happy. I don't compromise my happiness for anything. If I find what makes me happy, I'm going to do that. That's really going with the flow of life. As far as the mainstream stuff, if my destiny takes me there and I end up going that route, then that's fine. Janae Aiko. True mastery can be gained by letting things go their own way. Stephen Mitchell. This is how memories are made, by going with the flow. Amanda Bynes. I really feel like life will dictate itself. You should allow it to unfold as naturally as possible. Just go with the flow. When you're really desperate, you say a few prayers and hope for the best. That's the way I've always lived my life. Shania Twain. Going with the flow is soothing but risky. Jenny Holzer. Going with the flow is responding to cues from the universe. When you go with the flow, you're surfing life force. It's about wakeful trust and total collaboration with what's showing up for you. Danielle Laporte. Do not struggle. Go with the flow of things, and you will find yourself at one with the mysterious unity of the universe. Zhuangzi. How do I not get so wrapped up in what I think needs to happen? Going with the flow is the way to do it. John Feldman. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Jia. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be a reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Jia. Relaxation is one of the most complex phenomena, very rich, multidimensional. All these things are part of it: let go, trust, surrender, love, acceptance, going with the flow, union with existence, egolessness, ecstasy. All these are part of it, and all these start happening if you learn the ways of relaxation. Rajneesh. I always thought that life was about standing your ground, no matter how strong the current was. But going with the flow isn't so bad after all. As long as it takes you forward. Aizawa. If you don't know what you want, you will probably never get it. Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. I'm just going with the flow. I'm in the process, I'm on the path. I'm really working towards all of my goals, and music is definitely on the way. Brandy Norwood. I equate ego with trying to figure everything out instead of going with the flow. That closes your heart and your mind to the person or situation that's right in front of you, and you miss so much. Premature Journ. Sometimes we get so used to not really feeling anything, just going with the flow, that we forget how it feels to be really happy or sad. Lindsay Kelk. Abundance is a flow of energy through you. Steve Roeder. Life is like a river. The way of life is to flow with the current. To turn against it takes effort, but the current will carry you if you let it. Float with joy and ease. Anonymous. Over-prepare, then go with the flow. Anonymous. Just flow with the time, do with the flow. Then there is no agony. There is only contentment all the time. Mohanji. Only dead fish go with the flow. Sarah Palin. Going with the flow is for some people an excuse for not taking action, and it refers usually to one's life situation. Eckhart Tolle. They say timing is everything. But then they say, there is never a perfect time for anything. Anthony Lexione. I don't go with the flow, nor do I go against it. I create my own. Lori Buchanan. Life takes us on a current that rages and flows. Fight the course and find yourself in darkness. Star Z. Davis. Those who flow as life flows know they need no other force. Lao Tzu. Energy flows where intention goes. Rhonda Byrne. I feel safe in the rhythm and flow of ever-changing life. Louise Hay.